It says I'm going live. All right, I'm live now. It's so much fun watching this thing turn on. Hi, it's Miss Peck. I'm here at 3 o'clock for my homeroom for success. I just wanted to have this homeroom every day. I'm trying to talk to students and really put out some information about things that I believe and things that I work on in my classroom as an English teacher, and things that I'd like to bring to your consciousness or your awareness here outside of the classroom. So my name's Kirsten Peck. Again, let me introduce myself. And I have created a 31-day Smart Start Challenge. I have worked with teenagers over the years, and sometimes people just get frustrated or shut down from problems that have happened, and time goes by and things just don't seem to go your way, and it just seems to be like people get on this downward spiral, and it's so hard to get back off of one of those. I have to tell you, I've been there, and really just I really took it one day in my classroom, and I just said to myself, I really have to put everything that I've learned in all my trainings, everything that I've read over the years of all of the personal growth gurus and all of the experts that I followed over the years, and put it together into my own version for my students that I want to help, besides just teaching them English in my high school classroom. So I put together this Smart Start Challenge, and it is starting. We're going to launch it now. I'm actually looking at dates and putting all of this together, since this project has been coming together over the last couple of weeks, or really over the summer is when I started working on the project, truthfully. So I just, like I said, every day I decided I'm going to reach out here at 3 o'clock to say hi to everybody and just kind of express a little bit of information, something to think about here. We can call it sort of tips to think about, I guess. So today, one of the things that we get talking about is the words that you use and how vocabulary that you put on things really then creates this environment or this situation, and this concept of how you look at the world is really, in a lot of ways based on the words that you assign to things. So for example, this very first one here, deciding to make this a challenge. And I decided that in the word challenge, I absolutely love the word challenge, because it typically means that you are facing some situation that is difficult and that you want to get past, and you want to meet the challenge. You want to get past it. You want to be successful at doing it. So I took that spirit of the word, and that I want to get past something, and I want to have a better situation in the future. And also the word challenge is another word that also can describe the word problems. And problems have a bad connotation. Nobody likes problems. There's always something's wrong, something's that went wrong, or somebody made a mistake, or there's some problem. So when you use the word challenge, it almost turns it into being a game of like, yes, that's a problem, but so what? I don't really care. I'm going to bust past that because I need to resolve it, and I need to meet the challenge. I need to get past the problem. So the word challenge in here again is kind of a awesome. I'm going to call it the word for the day. So as you put different words to things, and as you get looking at different situations, it really is fun to kind of stop and think, now, how else can I put that? What other ways can I look at that as another spin or another point of view of something? And, so it's an interesting thought of how your words describe things and put them on it. And I was watching some of the videos from last week's homeroom, and I was talking about the weather the other day and how it was miserable, and how there's another one of those words, miserable, that just has so much of a meaning to it and so much of a negative put to it. That's really bad. That's not just bad. That's miserable. and how those words really can be those triggers either to something really good happening and that it kicks you to doing something, or it really just shuts you down. And something is, when you say something's miserable, I mean, that is all encompassing and horrible and shuts you down with understanding. But you also have to go, no, wait a minute. It's not really that miserable. It could be worse. I could have something else going even far greater, much worse. So miserable might not be the best word. Maybe it's just, unhappy, or it's just not favorable, or it's just sort of tolerant. Maybe that those are other words that you can put on things to really change where you're at and change this perspective of things. So words for the day, things to think about. And, the positive words that you can put onto your world. And the more that you can think about it and you can acknowledge those things or those moments of kind of saying, well, this is a moment. Do I want to look at something in a positive way? Or do I want to be in this negative shutdown? Oh no, it's miserable and I'm stuck. And that really is, it's a function of you thinking, and it really is a function of you deciding that I'm going to move forward. I'm going to look at this in a positive way. I'm going to use different vocabulary, different words, and it's even the words that you say to yourself. You get up in the morning and you're like, either it's a beautiful day and this is going to be great. I love it. It's Wednesday. I'm so excited. I'm halfway through the week. Or, oh, it's Wednesday. I got 2 more days to go. The drama, the torture, all of that kind of stuff. And it really is just your word you put in your head, and then how that gets repeated throughout the day and how you build on that and really take that with you. So my tip for the day is to really think about your vocabulary and those words that you use and the words you say to yourself, the way that you communicate with other people and the words that you use with other people. And, sometimes it's good to kind of stop and even write down a few notes of things I want to say to somebody if you're going to have a difficult conversation with somebody, and kind of take a minute and go, well, let me think, and let me start with something good, and then let me add to it a little bit of the problem. And then let me, really think about how I'm going to speak to someone and really have a better life because of it, because you just kind of stop and think, which is the skills here that I'm hoping to teach in the Smart Start Challenge. Or it's not really that I'm teaching the skills, it's that you guys are all going to be in a challenge to test your skills and to get them better and to work on them and to really develop those vocabulary words that you use and that you need to use to really encourage you for growth and for success. So anyway, that's my moments here on my afternoon here, Wednesday afternoon in Miss Peck's homeroom. So the Smart Start Challenge is getting underway. I am in the midst of getting the book published and the workbook all ready to go so that we can really launch this officially. And my homeroom here is sort of a preview, warm up, get to know me, and hopefully send me some messages if you've got interest and questions. I'm looking for actually beta testers in my first initial round of who wants to get in on the development of the project and help me as some of my first early adopters or beta testers or people that want to be the first to try it out. So if you're the first time type of person, send me a message here on the messages and let's get connected, okay? So the website is called Ask Miss Peck, and I'm here every day at 3 o'clock doing my homeroom, and I will catch you tomorrow, okay? Take care. Have a great afternoon. Send me a message, all right? Take care. Bye.